All right, so Aiko, we just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us for this Zoom call. As you know, we have selected you as our Jacqui Day Volunteer of the Year. So that is just one way for us to show our appreciation in sort of a bigger way, is to acknowledge your efforts and say that we appreciate you. So thank you so much. And yeah, and just to give a little bit of background before we start maybe getting into our conversation a little bit, this week actually, well, on Sunday, July 26th, marks the 30th anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act, and that's a huge deal for us. So we actually decided about 6 or so months ago that we would begin honoring our volunteers and things during this celebration. So, and this year we're doing it virtually, so we're doing it a little bit differently. So thank you for your flexibility. And then just to give you a little bit of background on Jacqui Day, whom the award is named after. She was a former volunteer with the center years ago, actually back when I first started, she was there. She has since passed, but we wanted to honor her legacy with naming this award after her. So so yeah, if we could just maybe get started. Can you tell me, Aiko, just a little bit about what compelled you to begin volunteering maybe at a young age? What different service projects you maybe have worked on in the beginning of your volunteering experience?
I hadn't really volunteered much before this. I volunteered as a cashier at a bookstore, a little bookstore in Lansing called Everybody Reads.
Yeah.
And I originally did that while there was a little support group there for LGBTQ people and, well, teens, and I decided to go there and started volunteering soon after that because I really loved the bookstore.
Awesome. Cool.
Very cool. Very cool. So currently you volunteer with Disability Network. Could you tell me a little bit about what you do with us, and then also what is it that you find to be rewarding in this role?
Well, I started with data entry for the housing list and started helping out with socialization classes, I guess, and specifically the music class.
If I may jump in, Aiko, because I certainly don't want these efforts to go unnoticed. You actually are one of the stars in one of our videos. Highlighting, yeah, you did a video with us. I'll send it to you. Highlighting accommodations for college students. Yeah. And then you also were an important piece to the conversation. I think it was last year. I'm blanking on when it actually was, but when we had a conversation with a group about accessible voting. So we really appreciate your efforts with that as well.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I guess.
So I'll definitely send you that video though.
Cool. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. I guess for most rewarding, I don't know. I'd never really had a good group or anything of like being around other disabled people, and I think that helped like open my mind a lot because growing up disabled without really a disabled role model, I guess, or anyone around me being disabled, it was weird. It was very kind of uncomfortable, and I'd never really had any kind of like group or anything to help me feel like normal about it, I guess.
Okay.
all of my experiences before had just been being bullied. So
Oh, well, I'm so glad that we could be a safe place for you to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes. That is a good statement you made, and it also kind of segues into the third question, which if you could share a few ideas with others, perhaps the youth who are thinking about volunteering, what is it you would like to say to them? Since you're kind of a young adult, and kind of paving that way and that experience that you had, what would you say to them?
I would say to get involved with volunteering however you can. I originally started volunteering for recently I had to for my social work classes. We had a required number of hours for that. But really volunteering is great, and I don't know where I'd be if I hadn't started volunteering at a disability network. I don't know what I would have been going into, and probably what I would have. I don't know what I would be doing right now, honestly, because after I kind of started a social work kind of line of thinking, I guess I didn't quite make it into the social work program at CMU, which, so I think Disability Network kind of helped me get started on a path. And one of the people who work there, I believe his name is Charles. I am very bad with names, but he made me a cane, and he kind of got me started on the road to being a rehab counselor too, kind of by hiring me and helping me.
Charles, okay.
Yeah.
Helping
so Charles,
me get started on it.
Sorry to cut you off there, Aiko. Charles was working with us. He has since left the agency, but yes, he too is a rehab counselor. So, and that's so cool. I didn't realize that he had made you a cane.
Yeah, he made me a wooden, kind of just very basic one out of branches and whatnot, but it's really cool. One of my favorites.
Awesome.
I think I've seen you toting it around the office for sure. Very cool.
That's really cool.
I don't know where I'd be without that, though. He really helped me get into a place of where I knew I wanted to go in life, I guess.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. We definitely appreciate it. It sounds like Disability Network's giving you a little bit of direction. And it's
definitely.
And people like you in the community who likewise give us direction as an agency. And I just want to thank you for all your work.
Thank you. I've appreciated it. I really like volunteering there, so it's a pleasure, honestly, and I hope I can continue more in the future, honestly.
Yeah. And we definitely, moving forward, especially, we don't know what the future holds, but we are doing a lot of virtual programming. So if you feel compelled to help us do some virtual programming, certainly we are open to that possibility as well.
Oh, definitely.
Cool.
Yes. I want to thank you personally, Aiko, for coming in and making us a part of your life. And it shows that, we try to strive for independence, but actually we are interdependent upon each other in our journey through life to help us get to the next threshold. So I really appreciate you taking the time to interview, talk about your experiences with Disability Network Capital Area. And there probably are people that you touched along the way that you don't know nothing about. It's that whole peer support piece is so critical in our lives. And sometimes it's just a smidge at a time, but it kind of gets back on track. So I understand. I really do.
Yeah, before Disability Network, I just never really had any positive representation of disability.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I understand you on that because sometimes we just live our life and we try our best to be normal per se.
mm-hmm,
But really, it's nice when somebody can slide up next to us and kind of mirror our experience and show how they went through life with that disability. And everybody needs, I believe, someone to help them through that piece. I just,
mm-hmm,
mom and dad are okay, but it's good to
yeah.
have someone outside of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. I really hope I can be that for someone else because I really don't want anyone to go through the experiences I had necessarily, just because of the harsh bullying and such, and me not feeling the best about myself when I was younger. I hope I can make a change for someone else like that, and possibly make someone else a lot more comfortable with themselves.
Well, it's interesting you say that, and I would like to offer you that opportunity. There are trainings out there for peer support that you could take over about a week of time period that are online that could really give you the tools to connect and walk a person through that process. You know, the peer support person is, gosh, I've had quite a few of them in my life. And the peer is just someone that can identify with what you're going through. And at the same time, you have respect, credibility in helping
Mm-hmm,
you go through that period. But you definitely get with Kelly
Mhm.
about the peer support
mm-hmm,
specialist role, because that is a critical role and one of our core services, that
mm-hmm.
to have someone who understands how it works is crucial.
Mhm.
Honestly, yeah, I'd be interested in that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'd
Okay.
love to have you. So super. Thank you again, Aiko. We really appreciate you taking the time today. And I don't know if it's visible, but if it's not, can you show your
Yep.
award that you got? Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
Oh, wow. Man, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That is real nice. Can I get one of
Yeah, it's
Nice.
real swanky, honestly. It came in like a
It's
leather
shiny.
pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about shiny stuff. Me
Yeah.
being in me
Oh,
being in the military, them awards that are shiny, them plaques, I love them.
and it came with a
And
nice
if you want,
velvet pouch. Very nice.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, dude, it's real nice. Like,
awesome.
Well, it's well deserved. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
thank you.
Absolutely.
super.
I
All right.
really appreciate this.